Oh my god. I can't believe I'm crying so much over Hyoga. Hi everyone, my name is Mimi and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be reacting to Dr. Stone Season 4, Episode 24, Whole New World. Now I believe this is the final episode. Until the new ones come in April, I believe. So, last episode, Suika, after 7 long years, made the fluid, revival fluid, and woke up Senku. So, yeah. And now, before we get into this episode, if you guys like my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/philly. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. I know, right? Remembering himself. Last episode I was just crying, like, almost all the way through. Makes sense. After I finish Dr. Stone, this episode, since the new ones haven't come out yet, I'm gonna be finishing Yona of the Dawn, Akatsuki no Yona. Finish those last chapters. And then my brother was talking to me about this anime called Hell's Paradise, I believe. What do you guys think about that show? He seems to like it. Would you like want me to see? Would you like want me to react to it? Let me know. Oh, well, you'll probably have to wait until I finish Jujutsu Kaisen too, because that one is back as well. Whole new world. A whole new world. Oh. I know.
プラチナさえ残ってりゃ話は早え。あと必要なのはアルコール。16日間で復活液16本。一気に完成だ。
Why do I feel like I'm about to cry? Again. You're gonna see how grown up shapes become. Don't do this to me. You're making me cry. Oh.
んだらさすがに石化装置で復活とかも無理だろうしよ。いやいやいや。
センク、氷河はああ、復活駅ラスト、これからかけるとこだ。
Is it gonna work?
もしもこれで氷河が。
Oh my god. I can't believe I'm crying so much over Hyoga.
ほら、氷河の。
ちゃんとしてますね、実に。
I was worried for a second for Hyoga.
皆で勝利の宴と行くぞ。
After 7 years.
今までずっとご飯は一人で食べてたんだよ。ずっと一人ぼっちでみんなと一緒にいられる。それだけでなんだかお腹いっぱいなんだよ。
心の空腹が満ちただけで満足するなど謙虚が過ぎるというものだ。違うか。はい。
みんなと一緒に食べるとすっごく美味しいんだよ。一番美味しいんだよ。
After watching Dr. Stone, I have Classroom of the Elite and My Hero to react to.
センクちゃん、つかさちゃん、一人で水車小屋んとこ行ったみたいよ。
ジャンク？
What does that mean?
絶対勝利のマジックショー。
And My Hero Academia, I feel like it's also going to be emotional. So it's like I'm starting with an emotional episode. Then Classroom of the Elite, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be. And then I'm gonna end with My Hero, which is gonna be emotional.
化石の長生きのためにはしばらく石のままほっとく手もあったのか。俺らの中で化石だけ先に死ぬんだよな。考えたこともなかったぜ。そんなことよ。
I knew he was gonna get there, yeah. He was gonna end up where those two are.
が本人には気づく術もないが、
But he was
彼は
dead.
あの時すでに絶命していた。俺が首を折られた時や、てめえのコールドスリープの時から仮説としちゃあったがな。石化は死をも拒絶する。今のドクターストーンは死者の復活という人類が触れてはならない科学の禁忌。
So they're gonna destroy it.
地球人類は全員永遠の命を手に入れてしまった。
But it's not the natural order of things.
マジか、すごすぎんだろ。ならもう化石も死なねえ。おお、なんか怖えから悪者にしてただけでよ、実は超いいやつなんじゃねえの。
Who knows? I don't think so.
どういうやつだよ、ホワイマン。
聞きに行くしかないね。んな楽しい月旅行計画に。おいやー、ご都合よくゴリッゴリの専門家がいいんじゃねえか。
大丈夫かよ。ゼノ速攻復活。
That's what Stanley was counting on. That they were going to revive him.
不死の光。おお、なんとエレガントで自然の摂理を蹂躙する横島な科
He
学
breathed
だ。
science.
誰も死なねえとかやべえほどやべえ科学じゃねえか。あ、
No, no.
数兆人の老人で埋め尽くされることになる。食料や資源は有限。かが神を演じて人を選び、永遠の石化という名の粛清を繰り返すディストピアだ。詳細を突き止めるまではこの4人の胸に留めておいた方がいい。不死の新世界になったと今後の復活者たちに漏れれば不能に陥るかもしれない。
もしこの科学を牛耳れば、それこそ完全なる独裁者になれるだろう。
Like you want it?
なのにリスクを冒してでも僕に教えた。
宝島で使ってた電波で音が聞けるインカムじゃねえか。
Why is that important?
例のホワイマン先生の12ミリオン。
His voice? Senku's voice.
ずっと無音か。
Oh.
人間様が動くのを止めた途端一言も喋りやしねえ。
おわ
Oh.
ホワイマンは人間が地球で動いてる限り全員石化させようと頑張ってくんだ。
もう独裁もへったくれもねえだろうが。
直接話をつけに月へ赴くしかないというわけか。
スタンリー・スナイダーの全ての攻撃は A、戦場における正当な戦闘行為だった。 B、殺人未遂。
スタンリー復活の折には
俺らみんなで A って証言しちゃう。これがゼノちゃんに渡せるカード。
カードは NASA のドクター・ゼノとしてロケット製作への全面協力か。実にエレガントな取引だ。
おうケン、てめえもしかして昨日のあれ聞いてたのかよ。
ああ、何の話？
Probably was. Sure, Rusui.
では始めるとしようか。
ああ、
実に3700年もかかったが、僕ら2人は手を組んで
石の世界に宇宙船を作る。今ようやく宇宙へのスタートラインに立ったというわけだ。
一歩一歩地道に歩き続ければ絶対たどり着けるんだ。
Just like you did.
宇宙船のロードマップだ。
Is the episode about to be over? Yeah, it's getting there.
ホワイマンから取り返しに行くぞ。78億人分の
I wonder. So soon as I put it off. I knew it. I knew it was gonna end like that. You know, I wonder since White Man's on the moon and he had rained down the Medusa upon the earth and stoned everybody. I wonder if they can rain down the revival fluid from the moon instead of having to go like to traverse every country, every continent in the world, and waking up people like one by one. I feel like they have to. Well, not that they have to, but they should make. Oh, I'm missing out the outro. Oh, see, I just the old one. Yeah, so like I was saying, I feel like they should come up with some kind of system that was just like flush people up from heaven or something. I don't know. It'll make it'll be faster. Future engine. Let me go and let me be double sure. Let me be double sure. Is that proper English? Who knows? Nothing for now. You know what I was thinking? That I I've said it, I believe, in a previous season of Dr. Stone, that usually the penultimate and the final episode of a season are usually emotional. And I was thinking it's the same thing this season as well. But then again, this season, even like the a couple of episodes before that was even emotional. So it's like, yeah, this is at least the last few. Trigun Stargaze. What the heck? Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Um, Trigun is an old um cartoon anime, whatever, that I used to watch like way back when. That was really fun. And then as I was talking about this, like Crunchyroll is on my screen, right? And it's showing you like all the different animes that they currently have or whatever. And it says Trigun something gaze. I'm like, what? And the character on the screen even looked like the younger version of the main character. Huh. Flash the Stampede, yeah. Wow. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, these last few episodes have been nah. So this episode when of course Suika had to wake up Senku first. He's the brain. So she's gonna need his help in order to revive everybody else. And seeing Senku just like looking around, seeing how Suika did all of these things, and then remembering his own story. That was cool. And then they wound up started making more revival fluid, and it took them together one day to make it. No, wait, no, is it not? I don't think it was. No, I think it was the nitric acid that took him one day to make, and then they had to do all the alcohol and all that, and that took them a little bit longer. And then they made 16 vials of that, and then they were waking up everybody. When Suika went to wake up Kohaku, and then Kohaku woke up, and Suika's telling her that she's not her age and that she can't ask her to squeeze her anymore. And I'm like, nah, you're still her baby, okay? And then when they hugged, I would just squeeze her. I'm like, my heart. And then they started waking everybody else up, and Sukasa woke up, and then it came to Hyoga, and I was worried there for a second. So when he woke up, it's like, I was crying, and then I'm like, I can't believe I'm crying over Hyoga. I've grown to love all these characters so much. So it's like we knew for sure that he was dead. All the others are sort of like ambiguous. Yeah, they could have been dead, or they could have just like passed out and be like on the verge of dying, but not really dead. But when it came to him, he was dead, 100% dead. So it's like, is the fluid gonna work? Is it not gonna work? And it worked. So after having revived everyone, they were like having a party, a feast, I guess. And Suika was just emotional just seeing all of them there and remembering how she used to eat by herself, and then now she gets to eat with them. And I don't know, that whole scene was, it was emotional as well. I feel like the first few minutes of this show has been emotional, just getting to revive everyone and be together and all of that, and seeing Suika's reactions to that. It was it was emotional. But then in the middle of the dinner or whatever, Gen approaches Senku and tells Senku that Sukasa has gone by down the river by himself. And then Senku goes after him. And in the middle of the dinner, Chrome was like, I need to pee. And I knew when he said that he was also gonna show up where those two were. I just didn't know what they were wanting to talk about, like what the problem was. Until they go there and then they're like, okay, we weren't sure before, but now we are sure this thing is basically an eternal life device where no one has to die. Even if you're dead, they can just stone you and then revive you and then you back to life. And then Chrome is there listening to all of it and he's super excited because he's been when they woke up Kaseki is like, you could have just kept me, like as a stone and then revive me like sometime later and then stone me again and then revive me again and then I will basically you guys will be like doing that until all of you are old like me and then all of that. So thinking about that and not having to lose Kaseki, Chrome was super excited and the others are like, it's not really a good thing because first of all, death is a natural part of the human life. So it's not something that people should be looking toward not making it happen. I don't know, but it's the natural part of existence of a human life. And then if you have this eternal life thing, it's like it can create this sort of first of all dictatorship, right? And then it's like yes, it has eternal life, but it doesn't mean that you don't get old or that what's I about to say? Yeah, you still get old. You still you know they're gonna revive. You're not gonna be in the stone like encased in the stone forever. Okay, you're gonna be living your life, and as you're living your life, you're gonna be aging. So it's all gonna become the whole population is just gonna be like a old people and old people population, and then the dictator could decide who they wanna. They have basically power over your life, I guess. So in the long run, it's not a good thing. And then when they want to keep it a secret, because the more people know about it, especially when they start reviving the whole world, and if they know that there's this device that can keep you alive forever, no, it's gonna cause a whole bunch of trouble. And so they made Chrome promise not to tell anyone. So for now, they're keeping it as a secret. When they go back with everybody else, Gen, I don't quite know what Gen said, but clearly he also knows about it. And I'm like, yeah, of course he knows. This guy knows stuff. He just keeps it to himself. Um, so with that in mind, they're like, okay, in order to revive everyone, we need to, well, first of all, we need to know why white men did all of this. And our initial goal was to go to the moon, right? And in order to go to the moon, they're gonna need to build a space rocket, and we have an expert in rockets in space, which is Zeno. So they revived Zeno, and Zeno is like, "So why are you telling me all of this?" Even Zeno called that science. Did he say vile? Use the word. So even him, he knew that this is not good science. So he's asking them, so why are you telling me all of this? Because he's thinking, if I know this, then he's been wanting to be a dictator or whatever in this world. That's why he was so against Senku and wanted to kill everybody. So him knowing this is like a leg up, sort of. But then they're like, Senku produced the hearing device and whatnot and gave it to um Zeno to listen. And then Zeno's like, it's all silence. And then that's when Senku revealed that white man's voice, the 12 billion, whatever, 1 second thing, that the message that he's been keeps repeating, it stops whenever there's no human walking around. So basically, in order for Zeno to be a dictator, he has to stop white men from trying to keep the whole of humanity stoned. So yeah, he's sort of like forced to join up with the party. And then they also made a deal uh with him when he came to Stanley. Because sooner or later they're gonna be reviving Stanley. And they're like, okay, once humanity is basically sort of like back, and then they're having the court system is back and all of those things, that they can testify on behalf of Stanley and tell people that instead of him killing all of them, um, be attempted murder, they're just gonna say that it's all part of the war or something or other like that. So I guess it's gonna help Stanley in the long run or whatever. So Zeno accepted, and then he joined the party, and then they made a roadmap, and now they're gonna be building a spaceship and all that. So this is the final episode of season. No, I don't think it's part of season 4. It's the final episode of season 4, part 2, I believe, if I remember correctly. And then season 4, part 3 is gonna be coming up in April. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe. And with this Daughter Stone being done, I'm gonna be going back to finishing Akatsuki no Yona, my reaction to those first few chapters is gonna be in the pinned comments, so you can just click on it and you can watch it right now. And you can also catch up to all my previous Dr. Stone and Akatsuki no Yona reactions as well. There's a playlist in the pinned comment as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Crazy Kiare, oh crazy Kiare.